One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Temple Owls, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Lincoln Financial Field. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. Coming out with it, it's Adams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has...
There he goes! Touchdown, Crimson Tide! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
That is how you start a football game. My guy's really fast, really good. I'm going to feature him, give him the football, and he will do the rest. One play, one superstar, one touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Owls offense will take the field for the first time. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field, and that's a big problem. This offense... They really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back. And I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good, been so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. You can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense in the critical down and distances when there's a third down and the coverage dictates that you've got to throw it against him. That's the play you need your receiver to win, and whether or not they have a guy that can win that matchup offensively, we're going to find out here pretty soon.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On target over the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. grabbed in the backfield. It's Bernard. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Miller with the ball. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Back to pass, it's Simpson. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy.
The Sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Owls. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many. Showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes that Alabama offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Bringing the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got some space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama built its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires to the middle. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Grabbed over the middle. It's Irvin. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. After that last completion, it's second down. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Oh, they're after him. Grabbed in the middle. It's Irvin. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Buffalo was able to cap off a close one inside UB Stadium with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking for a man. It's Simon. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Temple lining up to punt it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Temple looking for a touchdown from the red zone. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He gets a hand on it. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Miller. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Makes the grab. It's Miller. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. He got it. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense. Big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Dropping back, it's Simon. Caught over the middle, it's Irvin. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt.
He's got it, 1st down and 4. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. With the catch, it's Adams. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to pass, it's Simon. Hauls it in. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And the Owls come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Temple lining up to punt it away.
Number 37 in formation to kick it away.
Here's the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Right down the middle. The short hands, it's Horton. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Quarterback keeps it. He's in open space downfield. Got a lot of room to the right. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown tie.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
41, Temple, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Simon. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Breaks into the open. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Scanning the field, it's Simon. On the run, still looking. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Crimson Tide pinned deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Hand off from the shotgun. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They'll move the wide receiver to the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's